just doing the Janine Johnson interview for Blues and Soul. First of all, Janine, perhaps you'd like to tell me a bit about your current EP, Passion, and what you wanted to achieve musically with it.
Oh, well, firstly, Passion is an introduction to what will be my album next year of the same name, Passion. I decided on the name Passion because I wanted it to reflect what drives you in life, what inspires you to do the things that you do. You know, why is it that you get up in the morning and you go to work, or you work on your music as I do as an artist, or whatever you do, you know, what you focus on and how you draw on those inspirations to keep that focus or that dream alive.
Okay, so I was going to ask you, were there any particular messages and any particular songs that you wanted to get across on the album?
Well, all of them have a message. I try to always include a message. I like my music to have many dimensions to it, you know, so not just great music, because there is great music and great musicians, you know, but I like the lyrics to mean something as well. I like to be telling a story. I like to take people on a journey, if you like.
Okay, because as you say, this is a prelude to your second album,
yes,
which is due next year. So, what in general can we expect from the album in terms of music and lyrics?
Well, this is a taster of it, so it's going to be quite diverse. A lot of kind of soul, jazz references. You know, there's probably going to be a few more up-tempo because I haven't actually got that on the EP. But yeah, inspiring messages, motivating messages, things that will make you think, and hopefully different ways of looking at music and expressing musically as well, I hope.
Okay, so I mean, in your own eyes, because this is at a time when British music is selling very well all across the globe, and there are a lot of British female soulful singer-songwriters. I mean, what do you feel that you'll bring into the field that's different?
Okay,
well,
I haven't really ever thought about what I bring as different. I just try to be as honest as I can through my music and to draw upon all my experiences and musical influences. So the only thing I can say maybe is I am what will make it different, because there's no other person like me, but I'm hoping that maybe drawing on all of my life experiences and also experimenting with different sounds and instruments and ideas will also help to bring something unique to the market.
Okay, and let's talk about yourself then as an up-and-coming artist.
Yes.
Your early background, the type of neighbourhood you grew up in, the type of musical and social influences you had early on?
Okay, well, I grew up in South London, a South London girl. The church was very important, very influential in my upbringing, and also musically. You know, I did a lot of singing at church, and then also at school I studied music. I went to dance school. I played different instruments, piano, tenor horn. Don't tell people that one. And so yeah, I've always been involved in the arts in general, and I've always loved it and shown an aptitude for it, and it's always been encouraged since I was a child.
Constant evolution. That's what it's all about. Well, the wheels of change, they keep on turning.
Because I understand you began your actual musical career in Spain for 12 years.
Well,
so
yes,
can you tell me a bit about that?
The professional side of it, yes, because I went to live in Spain to finish my degree. My degree was in economics and Spanish, had nothing to do with music, but music had always been something that was a part of my life, that I was always actively doing, you know. I was singing with a few bands at the same time as finishing my degree, and it just occurred to me one day, you know, I know all these people that are earning their living through doing this, you know, and I love doing this. What motivates me to get up in the morning and want to do things is music, you know, more than anything else. So I decided that I was going to try and make that my reality.
Yeah.
That didn't happen all at once. It was little by little. I started working more and more with different artists and things like that. And then also I decided I was going to come back to the UK to do a Masters in Musical Theatre. Which was another passion of mine, and so I did that, and really the music career has just continued to develop from there, you know.
So do you want to fill me in on the things you've done so far? Because obviously you released your first album, I think, in 2010.
Yes.
You've also worked a lot in the theatre, Blues Brothers, I think, and Harder They Come.
Yes, that's correct.
Then you're also working with West Coast
Soulstars, yes,
and Urban Voices Collective. So just perhaps you can fill me in generally on the things you've done so far. What stands out to you?
Well, I think a lot of my work with Urban Voices Collective stands out. We did the closing ceremony of the Olympics.
Wow.
That was really good. We got the opportunity to work with some really big names like George Michael, Muse. You know, Take That. That was great. That also led to collaborations with David Arnold. David Arnold, who's written so many of the James Bond soundtrack. He was the musical director for the closing ceremony, and so he really took a liking to Urban Voices, and so we had many other opportunities to work with him, and I have done since then, and hopefully will continue to do that. So great.
So which of these people you worked with has stood out for any particular reason, personal?
I think David Arnold definitely, because I just think he's an amazingly talented man. He's done so much at the same time. He's just so easy to talk to and to work with, and so near. You know, you have him there, and it's like this guy is such an icon. He's someone who's done so much within the music industry, and you'd think he'd be kind of maybe more distant, but he's not. He's just a very regular guy, you know, sharing his great talent with.
So tell me a bit more about the West Coast Soulstars, because that's recording with Rob Hart in Germany.
Yes,
and
yes.
Getting you very much into the sort of contemporary soul bracket,
Yes,
I guess.
I know. It's great to have your hand in many different areas, you know. So we worked with Corminan on the 3 album, West Coast Soulstars. We joined, Eli and myself co-wrote that song, We Can Work It Out. That did really well. And that started the kind of Corminan relationship, you know. We've kind of got this thing called the Corminan family that we call it now, and we did we've done a few shows actually together, and we've got another one coming up in Bremenhaven in November now, yeah. So now we're kind of this Corminan soul family with this new album. Eli and myself, we were both on it, but as individual artists, we're not actually as the West Coast. You know,
so you guessed it as a solo artist.
Yes, so that's quite good inside. I've just written the song and I recorded it last week in Germany, so I'm looking forward to hearing the results of that.
Okay, because I mean, you're releasing through an independent label.
Yes.
As an artist doing the type of music you do, the type of artist you are, what do you feel are the pros and cons of going the independent route versus the major label route these days?
The most important thing for me when choosing a label was I wanted people that were passionate about me, passionate about my music. That was the first thing. That could be true for an independent label or a big label. It just so happened that it was an independent label that picked me up and was interested in me. And that was my first thing. I wanted someone else to be excited about me. So it wasn't just me saying, hello, you know, listen to me. I really have these wonderful songs that I want to share. So that was the first thing. You know, I think freedom as well. You know, the guys at Splash Music, they're very open. They allow me that creative freedom to do what I want to do. You know, they take a fair share of the pie, you know, and they leave the rest to me, you know, which is great. I think that's basically it, the freedom that you have to explore and be the artist that you want to be. Because sometimes you don't know who you want to be totally, you know, because that's changing all the time as you change, and you want your label to be as open and as flexible as you can be. Really.
So what about current and future plans in general at the moment? Obviously you've got your album you're working on. What other things are in the pipeline?
Well, we've got a few remixes of some of the songs on the EP that hopefully will be coming out soon. So that's one of the major things. I'm going to be going on tour again with the Blues Brothers in the new year, just for a short stint. So I'm quite excited about that. They called me, and I'm going to be doing that. Who knows? That's the main thing. I also have my other projects. I have a James Bond show. It's called Night Bond with Janine Johnson. I've just been in touch with a new agent, and I'm hoping that that's also there's going to be a series of concerts with that as well. And I have some shows also programmed for another show that I do called Friendly Rivalry, which is a Beatles versus Stones show that I really enjoy doing as well. So I've got my hands, as I said, in many pies, and I think it has to be that way really as an artist today.
Lots of interesting things in the pipeline. So,
Yes.
Janine, anything else you particularly want to talk about, you want to say for the interview?
Not really, just I really want people to listen to the music, listen to the lyrics and share it. You know, it's a wonderful music, and I hope they'll be touched by it and keep in contact and share.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.